make video now. It's Sunday, about 8:22. Yawn included. I slept today probably about 8 a.m. to, 8 a.m. to 5:26. It's the second day in a row I've woken up at 5:26 p.m. Don't know what that has to do with anything. I am home and freezing. We went to... Actually, Geraldine Carr commented on Twitter what was Moe's. Moe's Southwestern Grill. It's like Tex-Mex that we have here. And I know we have it other places, but anyway. I'm not a big fan of the Moe's, but that's where my mom and Jackie wanted to go. My mom was driving through town, and then we stopped at Sheetz. If you don't know what Sheetz is, it's a gas station, and got some chocolate 'cause it was freezing. We tried to go to the pet store and to the craft store, but they were both closed after we finished eating. So we went to the gas station on the way home and got gas, and then stopped in the house before to drop me off and to finish the grocery list, and that's where Jackie is now. She's at the store, bless her. I know she's tired, and if she could put it off, she would, but if you saw our fridge, I think it is actually the emptiest I have ever seen our fridge, so it's pretty bad. I am freezing right now. That's why the hot chocolate is there, and that's why I'm underneath, like, all the covers I can be under, plus 2 dogs. I don't know what's going on. My ears are not better. I have been 100% compliant, which is impressive for me since I hate those eardrops. But I've done it because I want the pain to stop, and it hasn't stopped, so I'm afraid I may have to call Monday and try to get a referral to an ENT or something, because my God, if it is not going away. I can't hear unless I can read your lips. And if I can't read your lips, forget it. I have no idea what you're saying. Let's see. Trying to make plans for what to do this week with my kids and what needs to be done, what needs to be taken care of. It is, like, super busy week. The best thing I can tell theater people is it's, like, that last week before the show opens. It's pretty much what this week will be like for me. Thankfully, Jackie's kids have already had their first show this past weekend, so we won't both be in final rehearsals. Not that she's not gonna rehearse. She will, but it'll be different. I think I may take a bath when she gets home from the store, because I'm cold. We spent probably about a good hour once we got home. Almost after I blogged about Moe's. I'm sorry if you don't get that reference. It's me trying to be a little bit PC, but anyway. I guess you can ask. I found a new app for my phone called ArtNet, which I've used ArtNet before, but it was on my phone. And we started looking at art pieces and stuff, which is really dangerous for both of us, because I think we've pretty much decided that if we had money, we would probably do 3 things. I mean, besides the obvious, like, buy a house and, you know, like, the sort of obvious things. But we've talked about if we won the lottery, we pretty much know what we would do. Which is interesting, because I think we both pretty much agree on what we would do. But, we looked at art and stuff that we want, and I think art would be the number one thing that we would buy. There is something I would love to buy for her, and I've wanted to buy it forever, and it's quite an expensive piece, because she has good taste. Sally Mann don't come cheap. But anyway, and she was looking at a Jasper Johns that I actually really like, because it's this typography stuff. Looking at art on ArtNet, very dangerous. It's, you know, that's where we're headed someday, I guess, as a gallery, because it's sort of where we both have very strong interest in, is, you know, visual art and dance. A multifaceted gallery of some sort, which we've talked about. But I think if we won the lottery, we've pretty much decided we would pay off the mortgage or sell this place and buy another house. And a lot of it would get put away. We wouldn't buy if we went out and bought new cars, we always would buy used cars. We're kind of, I don't know, she's listened to way too much of that Millionaire Next Door, which is about, like, what millionaires who sustain their wealth have chosen to do. They don't buy brand new cars. They don't invest in a lot of things that depreciate in value, and it's really interesting because that's the sort of the thing about art. If you know what you're buying and you buy something at a good price, it's very rare that art depreciates in value. It usually, the value just continues to grow, and the other thing that you can do if you buy a piece and you're concerned about, keeping it in your house and your own security, I don't know if there are tax deductions you can do or not, but you can always loan it to a museum as a museum piece, which is sort of something that I'm interested in being able to do. We have nothing at this point that I don't think we could loan to a museum, because our Moreau is a lithograph, but it's still a Moreau. Fuck. I love it. It's our spaceship. It's the Moreau UFO. Those of you who've been over who've seen it, I guess you know where it is, but it's in the house somewhere. We have a lot of her photographs up, and a lot of art that either our friends or relatives have made. A couple of my pieces are up. I think you guys have seen those. The weird heart that I made, and the bat, who is one of my favorites, is also up. I'm sorry, the light keeps changing. I have to slide the window over, so I have a white screen. Anyway, I've done a lot of rambling vlogs lately. I really don't know that I care who watches them. It's nice when people watch them. I'm trying to keep them short. But now that they have this 15-minute limit, my brain seems to ramble on longer than before. So that's not a good thing. At least maybe for you guys. For me, I don't care. I don't go back and rewatch these videos. It's actually really rare that I go back and rewatch them. I've made a couple disappear that were private. But that has been a while back that I actually did that, so move the camera, cancel, I can't hold still, we all know this. Anyway, so I hope everybody had a good weekend. Ours was a little crazy, and I spent most of it sleeping. And I wish I could really get back on treatment for my Lyme stuff, because I can't say that I feel worse physically, but I do not feel like I'm making a lot of progress. Even though I have almost consistently been on antibiotics since camp, I haven't been on what would be suggested as antibiotics, so hopefully this thing goes away soon. We can get rocking on that before I go back in November. I think I'm gonna break this from here, so, anyway, hopefully she'll be back from the store soon. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend and have a great week, and, take care. Talk to you later.